If you're from Boston, you're probably going to like this one. Let's get this out of the box. And this is one that is still a little bit wrapped up, but I should be able to get it out of this packaging. There we are. And it's worth noting that with this one, there's a number of different versions of it. I have come across it a couple of times, so I know at least a little bit about a few of the designs. So this is the Wachusett Green Monsta IPA. And sorry that my Boston accent isn't quite good enough, but that's the pronunciation for anybody that isn't familiar with Boston. This is a baseball reference. You'll notice the baseball at the top, up top here. And with the green Monsta, that's a reference to Fenway Stadium or Fenway Park over in Fenway in Boston, Fenway area of Boston. And that is a iconic portion of the park. And they actually have seats up there now, so you can actually watch games from the Green Monster. Couple things to touch on with this. So this is Wachusett Brewing. It's in Wachusett, Mass. They're well known for, or that area is well known for kind of their skiing, stuff like that. They've got a couple of little mountains, small mountains or large hills, whatever they are out there. But they do a number of different beers. They have a couple of ones that are figural, and they've got a few ones that are references to Boston items, such as the green Monster tap, as well as they've got a Belichick pills, Belichick pills, and a couple of other ones like that. Generally fairly fun. This is the modern version of the green Monster tap handle, and this is the smaller version of it. So this one is roughly about a little bit larger than hand size. This is kind of a good or common size for the smaller tap handles. You'll have other ones that are significantly smaller, but a lot of tap handles will be roughly about this size. Their larger tap handle for this one is notable because it's quite tall, at least compared to this one. And then for their older versions were a wooden block style tap handle with a actual baseball on the top. So they legitimately just had a screw that went through, and they had a baseball that went onto the top. One of the things that's worth noting about that one is that one was a little bit like prone to being damaged or prone to losing the baseball. So this design is a good solid design compared to that. These also typically will hold up fairly well. I think that this is a cast plastic or something similar. So it's unlikely that you're going to see this one in very bad condition unless the previous owner was really kind of like abusing it. You do have the threading down here. This should be made in China per usual down here. Let's see. Yep, made in China as is expected. I can't remember offhand who produces these. A lot of times these are going to be by, do we actually have that there? So, yep, there we are on the sticker. Tap Handles LLC. So a lot of the figural ones are going to be produced by them. So this is one of theirs, and just a very solid one. And if you're a fan of Boston things, if you're a fan of baseball, this is a great kind of tie-in. I don't believe I've had the beer, so if anybody has had the beer, you can definitely leave any comments or any of that thing about that. But just a good solid one. This is my preferred one of these ones because of the fact that, like I mentioned, it's a little bit more durable than their older version. And then also on top of that, the size is a good solid size. It's not too large. It's not unwieldy or anything like that.